Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CONCAFA Pod. I am one of your hosts, Bubba Gumpy, joined by two footy legends, Geoff Cameron Brek Shea. How we doing, lads?
We're doing good, man. Not, I would say not as good as you with Liverpool. Whew.
Yeah, we're up 2-0 right now. Champions League, baby.
45%,
how did they do it?
Second half.
How did they do in the weekend?
I mean, Bournemouth away is tough, It's we're short. Arnslot said it. We're short on guys. What do you want us to do, man?
Tough.
Short on guys. And what'd you spend in them?
Turns out,
Tough.
you let a lot of guys go, spend a lot of money on a few. I mean, it is. Arnslot's in it. I think any other team, he'd probably be canned by now, but it doesn't feel like that's going to happen.
Yeah. They're probably giving him some time for sure, but
I think what's also hurting them too is like Chelsea, like anybody who's fired their manager, all those teams are flying. Like Man U is completely different team with Michael Carrick at the wheel.
I mean, is it that like surprising, the fact that Michael Carrick changed the formation, changed a few personnel, and literally just went back to like the methodology of Man United?
Yes.
Like he didn't try to play a different style, try to change players and put them in other positions where they're not like strong. And it's, okay, we can talk about the game against Arsenal. Okay, say what you want, Gump.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. The internet is saying it. I haven't said it.
Yeah, I think it's crazy. I think it's absolutely insane. Okay, people make mistakes and shit happens in a game. The first goal is a giveaway, right? Like a mistake. Man United capitalize on it. I just think still Arsenal are the more consistent team in the league. And I think they're going to win the league. I really do.
I don't think you want the ghost of Man City behind you coming down the home stretch. They're only ahead 3 points now, and they play each other. Like,
agreed.
However Man City has been, that is a terrifying thing hanging over your shoulder.
But I will say,
for us watching, that's what we want. We want it to come down to those two or them playing each other. As a player, that's what you want too. I mean, Arsenal, if they keep the 3-point lead and they face each other, that's the game. You want that game.
That's 6 points if they walk away with it. 6 points ahead. And Liverpool are fucking in the back of the bus.
And a dagger.
Are you worried about Arsenal not being able to score in regular time?
They just need corner kicks.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think
that Anthony Gordon interview was maybe that was an insane. He said the quiet part out loud, because that is, whether you believe it or not, I don't really believe it, but the discourse on the internet is that Arsenal's basically ruining soccer. That's that is to the extreme that people are going with it. I don't believe that. That's not true. But that is where it's going. And then Anthony Gordon was asked the difference between the Prem and the Champions League, and he basically said it's way more open in the Champions League. And then everyone just piled on Arsenal again.
But I mean, you play the game to win, right? Like I think before they were leaking goals, they've had one of the best defensive records. They have the best defensive record in the league right now. And yet, although they gave the ball away, couple goals, Man United ended up winning the match, but it was very rare for them to leak goals like that or have mistakes. I think those are the teams that that we talk about in other sports. Defense win championships, right? At the end of the day, they have a really solid foundation and they have the structure and they're hard to beat. Now you have top players, offensive, attacking-minded players. They're going both ways now. We just need a little bit more of the final product and get some goals. They started off well, right? They've kind of cooled down a little bit, but it only takes a Champions League match, something like that, to get their form, get a couple goals. I mean, Gabriel, he comes in, he scores 2 goals, hat trick, right? That's good confidence. You get him flying, and then you get trickle some of the goals into the other players. I really do think they're a hard team to beat. And I think just overall, yeah, for me, I like it because it's a possession-based team. They move the ball around so well. Can they pass you to death? Yeah, but fucking Pep Guardiola's teams used to do that, and they were a little bit more dynamic. Obviously, they had Messi and you had Suarez and you had Neymar. They had those players, but still, they'd pass the ball just to pass, you know?
I mean, you're talking about Man U looking the best they've looked all year, and then Arsenal, and they barely squeaked by them, right? So, like Geoff said, a giveaway, and they scored in the 90th minute. Banger from Kakuna, whatever his name is, but that was a fun game.
Unbelievable game. One of the best games there's been all season in the EPL. Why do you think the discourse is, and it's like, it's Roy Keane and Paul Scholes that are saying it, or Neville that are saying it, so it blows my mind even more. Why do you think the discourse is that Carrick can't be the full-time manager? Like, why can't he? Is my question.
I disagree. That's probably one of the things I disagree with, and I think what's his name? I'm trying to blank on him. Patrick Vieira.
Yeah.
He kind of went against Roy on that, as in like what's wrong with a manager like this? And I think he stepped into a role. He was a manager, I believe, at Middlesbrough. Was that correct?
Yeah.
And he did okay.
Yep.
But I still think he has experience. He knows the club. He knows the identity. And I think the guys are behind him. Now let's just.
What you just said is priceless, right? Knowing the club, knowing the players, knowing he's been through the whole thing. He's been around the club for 30 years plus, probably. Like that stuff that's priceless.
Exactly. That's the most pride I've seen a Man U team play with in a long time.
Yeah. And I think it's just might be that. And the other thing is, I don't know if it was true or whatever, but I did see a quote from him when, he said, Ronaldo, if I was a manager with Ronaldo, it would have been different for him.
Yep.
And I wholeheartedly believe that. I think they went so far away from the identity of Man United and what they were about when they brought Van Gaal in, and then it went to Hag, and then it went to, I just feel like
further away from who you are as a team and a club.
Who you are as a team, dynamic wingers, hard to beat, ruthless in the middle. They have great forwards that are dynamic. They can score. They'll run in behind. They'll hold the ball up. And you have guys interchanging with one another. Great passes of the ball, hard to beat. That was Man United. You would have that fear, like that never say die attitude of like you're going away to Old Trafford and, it's 2-2. There was no doubt in the fans'
Fergie
head
time.
that Fergie time. They were going to fucking win the game, or they're going to pull something out. And I think, let's like obviously not. It's only a couple games for Carrick, but I do believe he's turned the group. He's got the guys kind of feeling like, okay, none of this bullshit of a whole different identity. It just doesn't work. And I think that's the difference. Clubs, they either have a Barcelona doesn't change their methodology, does not change their identity. It's a fact. Same with Real Madrid. They don't change their identity. They have their style. They allow their players to do what they do, and that's it. Nothing changes. And I think the more they realize that, and clubs have that identity, why change it? It's what you built your whole ethos on. It's what you built your whole culture and your history on, and it's successful.
Yeah, I just don't know when. I just don't like. It's like after the Chelsea game, I could understand it or not. Who did they beat the first game? Man City. Sorry.
Yeah.
Beat Man City his first game, and it's like, okay, they say the same thing, and it's like
that's a big derby, so everybody's going to get up for that
it's
game.
Like okay, but then it's like that game. We've seen that movie how many times in the past 5 years for Man U, where they're up 2-1, they lose that, and then the other team scores. They lose that game every time.
Yeah, with
every manager they've had, and it's like Solskjaer did it. I don't understand what the difference is and why Carrick can't do it if it goes well. I blows, and it's guys that it's Manchester United legends. That's why it's not just some random pundit. Like those are big names at that club.
I mean, the only thing is they're jealous of that it's not them managing it. I mean, Roy hasn't had the most successful managerial career, along with Phil Neville. And Gary Neville.
Yeah, Neville never getting the call.
Both Nevilles, they're both
Valencia. That was it.
Gary hasn't had much success.
After that Valencia stint, there hasn't been a thought in his head or any other team to give him a shot at coaching again. I love how he just started. Yep, give me the Valencia job to start this thing off. Buddy.
I mean, I just think about it, even in Scholes, like, it's like kind of, it's a negative thing, right? And I think it's kind of what you see with, and it's maybe, here's my only thing. Maybe Paul Scholes and the lot are like, it's just been so fucking bad for so long with the ownership and the sporting director and all of that and all the bullshit. And they probably know a lot more information. They've probably heard other big time managers have come in there with a little bit more experience and they haven't, given the opportunity. So I'm sure it's coming from another place of information that we don't know and we're not privileged to that. But at the same time, you got a Michael Carrick who they've shared the pitch with. They were in the same club. You think you'd say, you know what? All right. Like you backed Ollie, so you might as well back Michael now. And who's to say if he takes this over and he finishes the season and he has a great run,
they finish top
fucking
4
out.
Champions League.
You know
How
what?
Could you
Why not?
How could you not? That's what I'm like. Why not just let it play out and then make a decision? Because it's like, and credit to them, the players that they've actually brought in now are playing really well. Yeah.
Exactly.
I saw a tweet today was like, we got to give Amarim some credit because these players that he bought are actually playing out of their minds right now.
Yeah. And I think that's just maybe Michael Carrick is like, he's more of a player coach and maybe he's not just, a guy that knows he's like going to the players like, hey, I need the fucking best of you. He's putting his arm around the lads and saying like, hey, we got to fucking graft this out. We're all in it together. Let's all do well. You know what? It's like, it takes that, but let's not get overconfident of like, when things get a little bit tougher, they're going to play some teams that are going to make it more ruthless on them. Like you play the top 6 teams. They're very respectful in a way. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. It's like they respect you. They give you a little bit more time because they know one lapse of a moment, they're capitalizing on it and they're putting the ball in the back of the net. And it's just that way where the other teams, when they go in there, they don't fucking respect you because they want to make it ugly as shit. And that's when chaos happens. So when things get a little bit, they're playing teams around that they should win. They kind of went in as the underdog these past 2 games. Yeah. So maybe they have that chip on their shoulder a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, I hate United as a Liverpool fan, but it is pretty cool to see as a fan of the Premier League that them to win a couple big games because it has been shite for those.
It's a better league when they're doing well.
Like my dad's a diehard United fan and he's been fucking in it. He's
loving it.
Oh, he's like,
I mean, dude, it took 35
why
games.
Shut the door already? Leave it open and see how it plays out. Like, why even like get there? Like, just see how he does, and then and back him while he's the intern. And if he does well, why not throw his name in there?
Yeah,
doesn't make sense.
I was just surprised how it was just right away, no chance. Like there wasn't even a thought that he could. It's like maybe he can. Why not? You've tried everything else.
Yeah.
It took 35 games for Bruno to get fucking 2 back-to-back wins.
Yeah.
Took Carrick 2 wins against 2 top teams, by the way.
Yeah.
You give him the opportunity.
And that's the thing. You look at Slot now, dude. Like his last 45 games, 46.7% winning percentage.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking. Everyone's like they're like if it gets worse, it's a gift and a curse because Xabi Alonso is waiting in the wings for the call. I don't think if Xabi was out there, I don't think there would be. But a lot of Liverpool fans are like, just bring in Gerrard before Xabi Alonso came available. But it's like,
yeah, but I'm sorry, but Xavi Alonso is more successful than Gerrard for sure.
this is
Oh, yeah.
this is at my view right now. This is inevitable that Xabi Alonso is going to be the coach of Liverpool. I don't know when it's going to happen.
I mean, how funny would that be though? Because wasn't he was asked about that? Hey, like, you giving a shout to Xavi Alonso? Like, he was asked about that in a presser.
Dude, yeah.
Like, oh, now all of a sudden, hey, shit's getting real because you can't win a match.
Yeah.
You lose to Bournemouth away.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Gerrard's offered the job, I don't think he takes it. I don't think he should, because he's only gonna go down and let Liverpool forward. Eventually, it's gonna go bad, and his name's not gonna be the same.
Yeah, that's
in my
the
eye.
scary part.
It always goes bad eventually.
But that's the thing.
Unless you're Klopp.
If you win at your club,
Or is it done?
you know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah.
Speaking
Thanks
of
a lot,
Dahn, his squad, Real Madrid, his old squad, 2-0 over Villarreal. I mean, Mbappe just scores every game. They're losing right now in the Champions League, but he scored again. Seems like Arbeloa has figured things out there pretty quickly with these boys.
What about his Panenka and said it was for his boy?
I mean, that was so disrespectful.
We could talk about the AFCON final later, but that was one of the most AFCON final games I've ever watched.
Did you see the smirk Jude Bellingham gave him too after he hit it too? It's like, Jesus Christ, this guy been through enough, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think there was some shithousery around that. There's way too much going on, and you just don't know what was said or done or asked.
Yeah, but I mean, Arbeloa's got him going right now, and it feels like it's kind of just clockwork for Real Madrid and Barcelona in La Liga, though. Like, it never feels like, unless
3-2.
Yeah, it's like Real Madrid plays Barcelona, and Barca seems to get them every time. So I don't know. They just kind of got to ride the wave, but. I mean, the stadium we went to, Camp Nou, is fucking off to a hot start.
Oh, talk about floods.
What the fuck? They got rats in there too? I mean, we saw that place. We walked by it. It was nowhere near done.
Yeah. Wow. And do you remember? I mean, it will look absolutely beautiful when it's all done.
Dude, that was a few months ago we saw this place.
That thing
but
is
let's be honest.
From being ready.
When you got your shipping in the workers and they're down the street in a hotel and they're doing 24-hour shifts, you got a night shift, you got a day shift, and they're just interchanging. I think just the quality is not great. I mean, they whatever they price it out on, I mean, you got to look at it. If it's flooding like that, the engineers should be going in and be like, this is not safe.
That's like the first rain they've seen in the stadium, too.
I mean, that was
diabolical. I want to know I haven't seen a picture of what it looks like. Like, what if it looks like the exact same outside right now and they just said, fuck it? Like, how much?
I mean, they just open a couple gates that you can get through. And the rest still looks the same way.
Legit.
I mean, the pitch looks fantastic.
It'd be like going to the Club World Cup in Miami, just fucking 20 random.
We got workers in the rafters while they're playing.
I mean, the pitch looks incredible, though.
I mean, no matter what the state. I mean, that Barcelona team, when they're going 3-0, Yamal scores a fucking bike kick. I mean, Danny Olmo's playing. That's a guy who will never get enough credit, man.
Yeah.
He scores these big goals for Spain all the time, too. Every goal that Danny Olmo scores always seems like it's a massive goal.
I mean, he came in, last weekend and scored his, first touch of the game.
Dude, that was top shelf, too. Like, every goal that he scores is beautiful, man. So he deserves a little more credit for what he does for that Barca squad.
Crazy. I mean, I still think the Champions League, it's going to be the bigger clubs that will go through.
Yeah.
But I want to jump back to Man City though, because Man City's been really, really inconsistent. They had a run of games. They were finding their form, and they dropped points. And I know they're right behind Arsenal, but I still think they're more susceptible to losing than Arsenal.
I think those two signings are massive.
I agree with that,
man.
Yeah.
That guy, the center back they got from Crystal Palace he's lights out, man. And the guy they got from Bournemouth has scored literally every game he's played.
Yeah.
And it's like everyone's like, Liverpool should have paid 25 million. It's like Liverpool should have got him in the summer is where they fucked up. Like he's on 300,000 quid a week, dude.
Split that in half, and then the taxes will get you.
Yeah, but it's like not many center backs in England are fucking making
for sure,
dude. So that's where my thing with Man City, it's like they've added like not many. Like there's been a few transfers, but it's like not many big clubs. Like Arsenal didn't bring in anybody. Liverpool tried to sell Andy Robinson to Tottenham for whatever reason. I don't know what the fuck that was. That blew.
Well, it's not like their left back's been doing well, so I don't know what he's done to.
Kirkes has been better, but it's like we don't have any backup. And the plan was to bring the guy from Greece back from Roma. It's like that guy couldn't even be a backup for Robertson at the end, dude. It's like nothing that's there. It feels like there's like a massive disconnect.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Do you remember Johnny Hatinga?
Yeah.
So he was with Slot last year. He goes and takes the head job at Ajax. It goes to shit. He wants to come back to Liverpool. Slot wants him to come back to Liverpool. Liverpool
they say no.
Board says no, and he goes to Spurs. It's like there's just I don't know what it is, and it's like I don't know if it's Michael Edwards. I don't know if it's Richard Hughes. I don't know if there's too many people in the kitchen here, but it just feels like there's a disconnect, man. And then I don't know. It's just not promising what's happening at the club at the moment.
I don't know if you've been in the kitchen during Thanksgiving, but when there's too many people, nothing gets anything done. So
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you think it could be more of like, okay, with Klopp, they had so much faith and trust and whatever. And then when he left, like Klopp kind of had a lot of the say and he was so successful. But when he left, okay, Slot did fantastic the year, when they won it. But do you think now it was like, oh, let me just take the reins. Now we're going to control everything and not allow the manager to make the bigger choices, the decisions. It was a fantastic interview with Klopp when he sat down. I think it was with the Diary of a CEO. Yeah. I thought it was amazing, but just the ins and outs and how he made decisions and how they planned for everything, and they had the ability to go, I want this player, but okay, what's the purpose in 2 to 3 years or 5-year plan? Are they building for the future? I believe so, because they've made some big signings and they're kind of younger players.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, they still need to win and keep the team going, or else you're not going to get that ability to draw in bigger players, right? And I just think maybe they've just said, you know what, Slot, you don't get a say. We're controlling it, and I think when you have managers that come in and you have staff that the players get on with, and okay, you got an opportunity at Ajax, didn't work out, but if he has a chance to come back. And he's a positive.
Yeah, he was influential for that team last year.
Exactly. Then you kind of give him that reign of like, okay, hey, another staff member. What's fucking if they offered him £250,000
he's still getting paid by Ajax. It doesn't matter.
Like, what does that matter? About bringing him on? Because that's nothing. It's like that's money you just throw away. But you're also investing in the team, the first team. And if you want to give the support system that Arne Slot needs, maybe that guy in itself, he was the connector. Maybe he was the one when guys are going through the rut. Maybe he was over there putting his arm around them and he related to the players more. Yeah. That's the thing that coaches immediately, we got to get rid of this manager, or we got to get rid of the staff. Some of these decisions doesn't make sense, and I think that's where there's a big disconnect. Ownership, then you have the sporting director, technical director, and then you have the manager. And some of these guys up here have no pulse. They have no fucking feeling of what's actually happening on the ground.
Yeah, it feels like there's a real power struggle there, man. Because it's like. We talked about it in hindsight's 2020, like not getting that deal done for the center back from Crystal Palace before the thing. Like that came down to the last minute. The guy was doing the physical. It's like You could have just paid $5 million more and fucking got it done. Like Fenway Sports,
and you lost them
yes.
to the team down the street.
Fenway Sports Group just sold the Penguins. Like, you have money. Like, I'm tired of acting like you don't. And on the other side, it's like you really did let too many players go. And we talked about that a lot when it was happening. It's like, I understand you're getting Isak, who got hurt, unfortunately. You're getting Vert. You paid big money for 3-4 players, right? But you look at the guys that went out, like, you lost 7 or 8 guys that were integral to that squad.
Yeah.
And you're not going to replace that quick. And I think that's why when you see Liverpool struggle, it's through the middle. It's like they're getting, I don't think it's a physicality thing, but it's like Konate hasn't been good this year. Gomez goes in, he plays well, then he's hurt again. It's like, I think for Van Dijk, everyone's shitting on Van Dijk, and Johnny Evans said it's like maybe Van Dijk just needs somebody next to him who he can fucking trust.
Dude, I said that from week 1.
Yes.
It's insane. People just come after him like, oh yeah, he's out of position. Yeah, because he has to be, because he's covering everybody's asses. Yeah. I mean, dude, that's how I felt my first year when I came back to the MLS. I felt I couldn't do my job because everybody else was out of position all the time, and I'm covering the left back. No, I'm running over, covering the right-sided center half, or I'm covering the left-sided center half, and then I'm covering the right back because they didn't have the knowledge and the understanding of like reading the game. So they're making poor decisions, and then it's like you're bailing them out, and then what happens if you can't bail them out? You're out of position. Now you got your pants pulled down, and you're leaking goals.
Yep.
He can't do his job correctly. And you're going to see a guy like that flourish when he can trust the guy to the right or the left of him to do his fucking job. And guess what? Now he can focus and let his game speak volumes, because guess what? He's a fucking good player.
He's the only healthy center back we have right now, legitimately. He's literally the only center back we have right now.
Slavajai is going to be back there soon.
Yeah, I mean, that guy is the free kicks. That guy is different gravy, man.
I think he's going to leave.
No chance.
Why not? You have a big club. Let's just say, I'm just saying Real Madrid. Dude, he's been Liverpool's best player this season.
Yeah.
Best player. Hands down, best player.
I think he's so close with the guys that are there and the new guys that came in. That's just why I don't see it.
Hey, Trent was.
Nah. Well, how's things going for him?
Great.
True.
Guy can't fucking sniff the squad, dude.
Well, he's been injured a lot though,
as he always is. You know, that's kind of his thing. He gets banged up, but
hey, don't talk shit about Trent, man.
Hey.
I know you're hurt. I know you're hurt still.
Hey, well, I mean, the grass isn't always greener, you know.
He's looking at the positive side. Yeah, he's hurt. We don't want
him.
Yeah.
At least they won the Club World Cup when he went there. Oh wait, no, he didn't. Damn shame.
I don't even think Liverpool was invited. Were they?
No, we were too good. We took it down. Speaking of Real Madrid players, Endrick on loan at Lyon. This guy, hat trick last game. Brek was early on this guy's celebration. This guy is unbelievable, Brek.
Yeah.
He's flying right now.
Looks so powerful there. I mean, every touch he has, he's just blowing by people.
I wonder what it would cost to get a deal done if he'd want to stay in Lyon.
Oh, no way they're gonna let him go, man.
You don't think?
No.
I don't know. He got mistreated for a long time there, dude. He might have set the record at Real Madrid for being on the bench and not getting subbed in, dude.
He was also a kid, and they're like, figure it out.
Yeah, I mean that is kind of the beauty of going on loan is you get your playing time, and he's taken full advantage of it. So good for him.
Well, speaking of Lyon, now with John Texer, he was outed this Wednesday from his position as director of Eagle Football Holding.
Yeah, what happened there?
Dude, it sounds like that guy things crumble around him.
Dude, it's like, didn't one of his teams couldn't go in one of the European leagues because all this shit too, and now he has nothing?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. But they're saying he might lose Botafogo too, which is...
Yeah. Saying that, like, without Botafogo, Lyon to bail him out, or something like siphoning millions in the finances. I mean, Lyon obviously they had to pay that. They were under financial fair play, and they were going to get. They got that cleared before the season.
I mean, they were going to get relegated. Like, come on. We said it from the get-go that wasn't going to happen. What happened? Didn't happen.
They were going to kick them out of the league. That only happened in the Italian league.
I think it was like it's from what I'm reading, it's 400 million in debt.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, well, how much is Barcelona in debt?
Yeah.
2 billion?
Man U's and fucking they're still feeding the staffers random sandwiches because they can't pay lunch. It is interesting how it all works.
Yeah, I think
that's where it's at. Just working debt.
The USL introduced their 3-division pyramid featuring promotion, relegation. You've been on that since the early days there, Geoff.
Yeah, I think it's going to be huge. I mean, for people to say, okay, here's my only negative thing of that. And, when I had the pleasure of joining Tony Scholes and Mark Cartwright, who's the sporting director of the USL, of all the levels of what they're going to do is, what's the response of the MLS and what can they do to put a stronghold against them? But I think it's going to play into the advantage of the USL. I think the ownership, I think these owners are, I think they're the new owners that are coming into the USL, the money, and to the USL 1 championship. I think they're going to be more positive, and they have more ambitions to develop players and then sell them abroad. And it goes to funding their own club, and they see if they invest in, the youth and they really put their pride into that, selling 1 or 2 players pays for everything else. The investment in doing it right, getting the right backroom staff, and then just taking care of the players. And when I had the conversation with them of just how can you start enticing players from the MLS away from them to come to the USL, I think better contract offers, more of no fucking 1-year guaranteed and 3-year option year with the MLS, and it's a club's option or the league's option.
Team option only.
Yeah, option only. And I think maybe you have to pay a little bit more, but I think if the product and now these relationships, these owners, there's Premier League clubs, there's European clubs that are coming into this ownership. They're seeing the potential of like, hey, we can send some players on loan. That's going to elevate the game and the product on the pitch. Now they're surrounded by all these other decent American players, and the game's just going to evolve that way. And they're going to create that new environment, that relegation promotion. I think it's going to be fucking awesome because guess what? They're going to go out, sign a deal with Netflix or Amazon Prime, and guess what? And then do the first time ever in any sport history in the US to do a relegation promotion. What kind of fucking unbelievable story is that? And I think it's just going to draw the attention instead of a cookie cutter, environment that is just kind of, I don't know, more of what you see in the MLS, right? How often are you seeing that feeling, that vibe of raw, authentic, feeling that you get when you go to fucking Spain or England or anywhere else in Europe? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to hurt the game. More soccer, the better. It is going to be.
I'm excited to see it.
Yeah. Were you worried about these guys transferring away from the MLS before the World Cup?
No.
I mean, hats off to Alex Freeman. He was on with us. I mean, him going to Villarreal that's a massive move, dude.
Yeah.
Massive.
I mean, he's got give or take 6 months, less than that, right?
Yep.
For camp, World Cup stuff. He gets over there.
Yeah, but you don't
I'm
think
sure
like Pochettino was involved with that?
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
and I think he's probably had conversations.
And his contract
Like, hey,
was up at the end of the year with Orlando City. It's like
it's good for
they
him.
didn't want to give him a new deal. It's like Villarreal comes in, gives you a new deal. Like you can't ask for anything better than that.
I mean, if he goes in there and he can earn a starting spot. I mean, you got the Canadian in front of him on the right.
Yeah, true.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Buchanan.
Yeah, he's very good. I like him as well.
Yeah.
but I think his raw athleticism is
In La Liga.
Dude, if he can learn how to play like those guys over there with
He'll
his athleticism,
fly,
he's a
man.
fucking tank.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So hats off to him. Wanted to give him a shout out. And then Diego Luna, possibly going to JJ's squad. JJ in the market for Diego Luna, possibly going to Espanyol.
That could be a good.
That would.
I think that's more. That could be tougher for him.
Yeah.
Because he's kind of on that bubble where I have a feeling that Alex is kind of in there already, and he cemented himself. Where Diego, I do believe they're probably going to take him.
Yeah.
But I do believe he's still in that bubble of
What he could be.
what he could be. Yeah, exactly. And if he's the star there, Salt Lake, if he leaves, he might find it tougher. He's kind of like that free reign of like kind of the position where he can do.
Yeah.
Will he get that freedom at,
it's also harder for an attacking person to make a move, to learn the system, learn the players. Like a defender can you plugged in and he can ride the wave and figure it out as he's going.
Yeah.
An attacker needs to know the system, know the players, know how they like to combine and that's such.
It is good to see, though, man. I like seeing that these players are, whether it's the Freeman deal is done, it sounds like, but even Luna, like being linked to Espanyol and these other clubs, I think that's awesome, man. It is really good.
Fuck yeah. And we should also talk about Patrick. Him at Derby right now is flying.
Scores every game.
Dude, and you know what? We said it before, right? His style before he went over, and we were talking about it. He has that. I think he's for sure in with the national team. Yeah. I think he offers a different style. I think he brings something completely different to the attack of the national team.
Nobody else can do what he can do.
Yeah, and I think now he was a little rough around the edges with his finishing and with his feet. But I think you know how it is, Brek. Like over there, it's ruthless and. I think he's finding that like kind of poacher type finish. Like he's becoming ruthless because you get one or two opportunities and that's it. And it seems like, they're loving him over there. He's creating a name for himself. So big kudos to a former roadie Ram. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, is he a Rhode Island boy?
He's a Rhode Island Ram, dude. Yep.
He's been linked to some bigger clubs now too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's good for him. He is on it. They love him at Derby too.
I hate the fact that I'm seeing all this stuff about maybe the championship isn't so good because of how well he's doing. Why can't it just be that he's doing well in a good league? Like it's so negative always. I feel like maybe that's me. But
I'd like to see.
You know what I mean? Like maybe the league isn't that good. It's like, well, why can't he just be doing really good?
Yeah. Also, maybe he's a young player just getting better every game. Like,
and he's getting to see the other side and like blossom.
Yeah, the championship is a tough league to play in, man.
Dude, it's the third most watched league around the world. And talk about the quality of players. I'd like to see MLS teams go over there and play them in the middle of their season. And I guarantee they'd get fucking smashed. Because the game, talk about game, like intensity, chaos, and quality, it's there. It has all of that.
Yeah, you better be stuck in the first minute. You better be fucking ready. And the too, man. Look at that. The Southampton Portsmouth Derby, dude. That fan got banned for 2.5 years for running on the field. Like it's chaos over there, man. Not even that, the fans are fucking insane.
But let's just talk about MLS coach, right? He goes over there, and not even in the championship. This is in fucking Scotland.
Yeah.
Where it's a different game.
5 teams and some cows. You fucking can't beat them. Come on.
and you have the best squad. It's literally 2 teams, maybe 3 teams.
Yep.
But you're supposed to guarantee to win every fucking match because you have that. Your players are that much better than everyone else, and you go over there and you fucking lay an egg. Sorry. There's. I'm telling you, there's different levels, and I was kind of arguing that this guy. He said American players and how European players are they're good tactically, but their technical abilities not. Okay. And I went, buddy, you're fucking miles off it because guess what? Tactically, yes, they're fucking smart, but technically, that's the first thing you fucking learn is technical ability. You take any English player, they can fucking ping a ball because that's how they are taught. They're taught.
Take a guy on a construction site, he can ping a ball both feet.
It don't matter. That's what they're. And they're also in systems of, they understand there's professionalism. There's a whole system around them. Here, you can go down to Parkland Travel right over here down the street and guarantee, like, you'll see, we go in there, I'll take my son to his basketball and seeing it. And I'm like, it makes me want to vomit in my mouth of the shit that I'm seeing on the field. But no, and I'm saying this in like, we have some really fucking good players here in the U.S. and we're going to see them fall through the cracks. And, obviously what Brek and I are doing and what we're trying to build is try to bridge that gap between Europe and here. And you're going to see more and more players. We have good players. And for them to make that jump and like an Alex, to see these guys go over there, I think it's the fucking best thing because you know what? They've gone so far here and they would just become stale. For them to go and elevate their game and to test themselves, they have to get exposed to this type of environment, this harsh environment where the championship is fucking ruthless. Then they become successful there and they make it to the Premier League or they go to La Liga. Wherever it is, there's different levels, and we could see it. Mallorca, it's not a massive club, but look at their system and the culture that they have. We don't have that here yet. It's coming, it's slowly happening. But to say that, the players here, and it was funny. The guy was like, "Oh yeah, you take a European player and you put him in futsal, they would struggle." I'm like, dude, what is the world? What is this going? What is happening? It just winds you up because you just see like the ability of these players and the ceiling that they have, and then they go there and then they come back and you see their game just go fucking up.
Yeah, it is. That's the best part is because when like some people who won't see them, they'll be like, oh, they went to the Liga, they're not in MLS anymore, and then they come back with the national team. It's like, oh shit. Like Alex Freeman is going to knock it out of the park. Ajamang's knocking it out of the park. It's awesome to see, man.
I love it.
Real quick to Mallorca. Mariki scored a hat trick last weekend.
That's a pirate.
Oh,
that's a
pirate.
That's a pirate
Hat trick.
Baby. On a little pirate hat trick, we'll get out of here. Next week, we'll have the Champions League group stage all wrapped up, Europa League group stage all wrapped up, and then some more footy chatter from the lads. We'll see you next week. Cheers.